You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
Good afternoon, sports fans. We're here live at Clopton High School for the tonight's EMO conference game between the Clopton-Ellsbury Indian Hawks, who stand at 2-1, 0-1 Clopton, 0-1 in conference, and the Montgomery Wildcats, who are 0-3, 0-1 in conference, I believe. Tonight's game is Pink Out Night, the Fight Cancer. Don't know exactly who the charity is targeted for this year, but I'm sure they're more than deserving of it. We're about ready to get started here. We're about 8.5 minutes before game time. It's a nice night out here tonight. Oh, interesting game. Clopton's a young squad right now. They're coming off their first loss to Bowling Green last week. Let's see how they bounce back after their opening 2 wins were pretty dominating. Well, the Louisiana game was a little close. Montgomery is also a young squad just trying to get their feet, trying to get some traction. From the reports are they've had some injury problems this year and they're a little bit undermanned. We're going to take a quick commercial break, run down the rosters and what we expect from each team here in a little bit. We'll be back right after these messages on the Indian Sports Network, bringing you Indian Hawk football.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And we're back with the People's Bank and Trust pregame show here on the Indian Sports Network. One player we'd like to highlight tonight who's really shown up the last couple of weeks is junior linebacker Damian Walker. I mean, last week he was hitting hard. He's been making plays all year long. He's one of the leaders on the young core of Indian Hawks here. That's one of the things that is a benefit and a little bit of a curse for them this year. They're very talented, but they're also very young. They've got a lot of freshmen and sophomores who see key playing time, and that affects them against older, more experienced teams. I've talked with several of the coaches, and they all basically say pretty much the same thing. They can see the talent, they can see the skill, but the difference between freshmen and sophomores and juniors and seniors does eventually show itself in the results of the game. As far as what we know from Montgomery, as reports are, their 2 best players are out with injuries, and they may be out for the season, and so they're scuffling a little bit. Last week they lost 13-7 to Van Far, which in the history of the EMO conference, that's only one of a handful of times Van Far's ever beat Montgomery County. So they're looking like they're heading for a down year, but that can change in 1 week's notice. Both teams are taking the field. You can see the Wildcats charging over to their side. The Indian Hawks are getting ready to charge down the hill for their introduction. We'll be back after this commercial break with more Indian Hawk football. What do you expect?
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you will be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Scott, hey, you met my wife yet?
And back Judge Donald Whitaker.
Okay. Scott, you know if it isn't really sports related, I don't remember crap. That doesn't mean I remember that. I used to send you updates of games you were sitting directly in front of me of. You turned around and showed me the text the one time. All right, well, we got a special treat tonight. Former Indian Hawk All-State quarterback Scott Krager is up here in the coach's booth with us. Apparently he's going to be up in the tower for the Wildcats tonight. So we'll be stealing signs and signals and finding out what he says and trying to quickly relay it down to the team. Yeah. He's apparently got wind of us. Well, the teams are taking the field. Going out for the coin toss here. Captains being Trevor Anthony, Damian Walker, and the injured Jamison Wolanski. Jamison will not rejoin the team this year due to his injuries. Hopefully he'll be ready for baseball. Let's see what we got on the coin toss here. Instructions given to the coaches. They retreat to the sideline. And we're going to have the toss, see what happens. There's the flip. It bobbles. Referee got butter hands. Flips again. Let's see what the indication is. I think Montgomery won the toss. They elected to defer. I believe that's the signal. The Wildcats are going to defend the north. The Indian Hawks are going to defend the south. Indian Hawks are going to be receiving. So the Indian Hawks are going to be start off the quarter receiving the ball. They'll be going right to left on the screen there. That's south to north here at Clopton. They're dressed up in the home blacks. Montgomery's in the road white with blue trunks, short pants. We're getting ready for game time. The players are getting psyched. Word is from the coaches that they expect Montgomery to run a lot of power offense and keep it simple with their depleted status due to injuries. Well, we'll see what happens. You always expect one thing, and sometimes you get another. We're going to take a quick commercial break and be back with you the opening kickoff. This is the Indian Sports Network bringing you Indian Hawk football.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, we're back. We're getting ready for the kickoff here. Indian Hawks set to receive. Looks like Kendall maybe there in the back, deep back. Shoot, it's already dark enough. I don't need my sunglasses. There's the kick. It's an angle kick towards the near sideline. Smart play there by Klopsic. Let it go out of bounds. That'll give the Indian Hawks the ball, I believe, at the 35.
Indian Hawk 22.
All right, let's see what we got here. Montgomery, let's see what they're 3, 4 down. Jeez, Montgomery's all in a muddle.
Hawks will start their drive.
Looks like 3 down linemen for Montgomery. Indian Hawks coming out in their spread stack formation. Looks like a 3-4 for Montgomery. They're in tight coverage here. Looks like man 0. There's nobody back, or it's cover 2 right off the bat. Screen out of it. Reed caught the ball and immediately is tapped down. Loss on the play. Well defended there by the Wildcats. Loss of 5. That's not a good start. 2nd 15 now. Montgomery, I couldn't tell if that was a press cover 2 or just man 0 on that. It might look like it might have been press cover 2 when I seen the safeties not moving. Yeah, it's press 2. 3-4. There's the no, it is man. They're following. And Montgomery brings the pressure. Well, for a team that's down, they sure do have a lot of defensive effort showing here. No gain on the play on Kendall on the jet sweep. Brings up 3rd and long, 15 to go. Not a good opening drive so far for the Indian Hawks. I don't think she was talking to you. There's a snap. Yates takes it. Heaves it down the sideline for Klopsic. Leaping, it's intercepted. Ball is intercepted by number 5 for the Wildcats. There's a flag blocking it back. No matter what he does, this is coming back a little bit, but he might take it to the house. He will. Number 5, Tim Hall with the interception, and for now, pick 6. There's another flag. 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't know what that last was for. The first 2 were pretty sure blocks in the back. The last one, I don't know. It came way away from the play. In the same general area as the first ones, but the play had already left it. There's 2 flags, a hat, and then that 3rd flag. The 3rd flag, I don't know. I know the first 2 are going to be blocking the back of some sort. The 3rd one, I don't know. It may cancel it out and just put it in neutral. I'm hoping one of our players didn't do something stupid there. Well, anyways, the drive's going to end on the interception. Interception occurred before the flags. Tim Hall with the pick. Let's see what they sort this out here. What have we got? Referee discussion now with Coach Scheibel. Let's see what the result is here. Okay, apparently they're all against Montgomery City. And Scheibel's going to take the most advantageous one.
After the penalties assessed, Montgomery County will
See here, apparently they've walked everything off. It's going to be 15 yards at the 30. It's going to be Montgomery ball at the 30 after everything's been walked off and taken away. Still a little bit of a hold up. Whitehead's holding the offense there. Montgomery looks to be coming out and spread. Tight spread wing back. Power, tried to power run. There's no blocking for him. Who's the number on that quarterback? I didn't see his number.
number 4 Nelson with the keeper.
Aubrey Nelson is apparently the quarterback, number 4. They went with the almost empty set. They had 4 wide out and an up back who was not in position to do anything but block. The Indian Hawks just brought all sorts of pressure on him and got him for a 2-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 12. We may be in for a defensive battle here. Montgomery played one last week against Wright City. Another jumbo formation, spread out, empty backfield, tight on the left, wing tight on the left, motion into the backfield here. Yep, they're going to have two men moving at once. 44 wasn't set. That's going to be technically on 23, but 44 wasn't set in the stance.
Defense.
Oh, an encroachment call. Didn't see that. There's also double motion.
Second and 7 for Wildcats.
Now it's second down and 7 now. I didn't see the encroachment. I seen 44 moving. Nelson with the pass. Quick slant. Hits number 5, Tim Hall. He's the one who got the interception. And Montgomery picks up the first down. For a team that's offensive limited, that looks like a nice play there. Good throw there from Nelson. That's going to set up first down on the 12. Let's see what happens. Montgomery did hold Herman to 28 points, so they might have a bit of a defense still. Empty backfield, 5 wide. Nelson throws it. Caught by number 23, Colin Parrish.
Number 3, Justin Genuine.
Indian Hawks got to figure out something quick here. Montgomery's chewing up the field with short passes already. Good opening drive so far for the Wildcats. Seven-man line. No one in the backfield still. Motion, jet sweep, read option. Nelson keeps it. He's mauled down after a couple-yard gain.
Nelson with the carry.
Looked like Kendall on the tackle.
Stop at number 3, Genuine.
Oh, it's Genuine. Jeez, I can't see numbers all the way up here. It's Genuine with the tackle. My bad.
For the Wildcats. First and goal, Wildcats.
First down gain there on the run. Montgomery County going to have a first down. Montgomery not in any real hurry here. They are using the clock, waiting for the signals to come in. This has been their MO so far this year, is the grind clock, grind the ball. They actually got it back in the backfield now. I think that's number 44, Bailey Sontag. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Wildcats.
Nelson keeps it himself
With the carry.
and blows right through the line. And it's now 6-0 Wildcats at the 8-minute mark here in the first quarter. Looks like Montgomery's going to set up the kick. Looks like Nelson's going to be doing the kick. Hall's going to be doing the holding. Kick is up. It's good. It's through the uprights. That makes it 7-0. And a shaky start at best for the Indian Hawks here. They'll be getting the ball for their second possession here after these breaks. This is the Indian Sports Network bringing you Indian Hawk football.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Nice play call, by the way. Well, we're ready for the second kickoff here. Indian Hawks looking to begin their second drive. Look maybe a little frazzled after that initial one. Deep kick. Fielded. There's a block. Nice sideline charge. And Kendall's out at the 42.
Back to the 41-yard line of the Indian Hawks.
Oh, that's a bad spot.
Knocked out of bounds by number 4.
That's a bad spot. They cost him a yard. Nice return by Kendall. We'll begin our second drive here at the 41. Let's see if sophomore Sean Yates can get the offense rolling again. He's been pretty sharp so far this year, but last week, second half against Bowling Green, things got a little dicey. As the snap, trips, look on the right. Yates takes it, power, runs to the right side. Gets about 3, maybe 4.
Sean Yates from the keeper, gain of about.
Going to give him 3 on the play. It's going to take 2nd and 7.
He's brought down for number 67 for the Wildcats.
Second, 7 here. We're going to have trips here on the left side. Ankelman offset to the right. Yates with the keeper. And he's brought down after a gain about 3 or 4 more. Where are they going to spot him at? Looks like they're going to spot him at the 48. That's a gain of 4. It's going to set up a 3rd and 3. Solid ground game here for the Indian Hawks. Coach Scheibel looking to get some traction on the offense after that shaky first drive. Score right now 7-0. Halfway through the first. Trip set on the left side. Ankelman offset right. Montgomery bringing pressure. Yates finds a hole, gets the first down, and a little bit more.
Sean Yates with the
Down about the 43.
result of that play will be a first down for the Indian Hawks. He's brought down with number 53 for the Wildcats. First and 10 Indian Hawks.
You know, you're not
Montgomery County 44.
I can really. I don't need you to be healthy. Trips look on the left side. Ankelman offset right. There's an option look. Gets it to Ankelman on the pitch. He spin moves. And then gets drilled down. Nice tackle there by, it looks like, number 63, Wyatt Walton. 53, I'm told. Bobby Zwilling.
Gain of about 5 on the play. Second and 5 for the Indian Hawks.
Solid gain there on the option play. Indian Hawks again sticking with the trips left side look. Yates keeps it. Oh, brought down. Ball's loose. Fumble. Oh, no. Wildcats recover. Second turnover of the game for the Indian Hawks. That's been a bit of a bugaboo for them. They'll gain possession at the their own 46 to start their second drive. Yates had pressure on him. He fumbled it. Oh. Gosh, dang it. Well, there's another drive ended. Apparently, it's still mandatory water break time. We'll take it with them at the 5:51 mark in the second quarter. We'll be back after these messages. This is Indian Hawk Football. Bring Indian Hawk Football on the Indian Sports Network.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the megabanks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It may not.
Well, 2 possessions, 2 turnovers so far for the Indian Hawks. That's never good. Let's see here. Montgomery's got the ball again. They got out their own 46. Don't know why they're waiting so much to get the play going. I know I've heard they like to run the clock, but clock isn't running. Another empty backfield look. Motion. Handoff given. He's got room to run. That's 23, Colin Parrish with the carry. Gets the first down. Gain of about 10 on the gain about 10 and a half, 11 on the play. And the Wildcats are moving the ball again.
First down for the Wildcats.
Gosh darn it. Let's see what Montgomery does now. They're letting the clock run again. Montgomery doesn't exactly huddle, but they stall in the spread. Signal doesn't seem to be given till about the 15-second mark. Trips on the left, wing on the quad look left with the wing. Screen pass. It's complete. There was a 4 on that number. Was it 24 Harrison? Gain of about 9 on the swing pass out there. 34, not 24. 44, that's barely Sontag. Huh? Sontag? All right. Again, Montgomery going empty backfield. Number 36, Blake Eoff is the wing. Deep motion, toss play. Slips through and Parrish is down. Picked up about 6, first down. Oh. Well, Montgomery is opening up a bag of tricks right now. Indian Hawks need to adjust. They are getting punched right in the mouth right now by physical football by the Wildcats. You don't really hear the terms physical football in empty backfield, but that's what's being played right now. Nelson with the carry. He tries to bounce it out. He's finally brought down after gaining about 3 or 4. Good pursuit there. I'm going to say that's Genowine. Oh, Kendall. Gosh dang it. Gain of about 4 in the play for Nelson. Let's see here. Montgomery showing a whole bunch of formations. Trips look, motion. Read option. Nelson is balled up. There, they finally got the pressure to him. Loss of about 3 on the play. It's going to set up a 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8. Let's see what happens here. Montgomery getting their first test offensively of a long and down and distance. They're going to the double twins look. Eoff offset to the left. Deep motion. Ball high. They tried to isolate Hall. Ball too high. That's going to be 4th and 9. It's a number 2, Alan Staub on motion on that one. Everybody's eligible to go in motion. Everybody's catching. Jeez, this is a nice looking offense for a team that's supposed to be out of athletes. Well, they're well run today. You can see where it could have its glitches, though. Empty backfield again. There's the motion. This time it's Parrish. Double move, wide open, overthrew him. Whew, lucky. That's turnover on downs. Good hold there for the Indian Hawks. Nelson had a guy there. Who was that? That number 8, Ben Miller, I guess was his number. Yeah, it's 8. Indian Hawks out in the field. They're going to run trips to the right, Engelman to the left. They need to get something going offensively here. Their first 2 drives have not been good. One a pick, the other one a fumble. Quick drop for Yates. Oh! Tried to hit Kendall on the end cut. Broken up by Hall. 2nd and 10 now for the Indian Hawks. Trips to the right now for the Indian Hawks. Engelman offset left. Same formation. They are going man 0 and daring them to beat them. There he did. Oh, gosh, dang it. A little loud.
Number 11, Blake Kendall, intended receiver.
Oh, good call.
Third.
Kendall had him beat. Throw was right there. That's got to be caught. Oh, dang it. Right through his hands. Oh, good call. Had him beat, too. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. Wonder if Montgomery's going to break off the pressure man. Number 5, Zach Evans, checks into the game. Always a threat to be a big guy in the seam. Quick drop. Going deep for you. Kendall again, this time too deep.
Fastball is incomplete, intended receiver.
We've got a punt.
4th and 10, Indian Hawks.
It looks like Montgomery is rotating coverage here. That's the 3rd different guy on Kendall this drive. And Yates is definitely locked onto him because all 3 throws went his way. Yates drops back to punt. Nice one. Punt fielded at the 38 by Nelson. He's got a little room to run. He takes up the left sideline. And he's spun out of bounds. Looks like that's Genowine there on the tackle.
Number 4, reception and carry. Back to about the 30-yard line.
They're gonna mark him down at the 36. That's a gain. That's a return of about 26 yards there on Nelson. After the punt of about 35 yards. Nice punt for Yates. 35 yards all in the air for Yates. Well, Montgomery gets the ball for their 3rd possession. They're up 7-0, 2:41 to go here in the 1st. They've gone empty backfield almost I think they've had a back there twice. They've gone empty backfield, but they're putting number 36, Blake Eoff, there on the wing usually. There he is again. Trips on the right side this time. Ellison all alone in the backfield. Nelson with the kill. He's going to be smothered up. There's Genowine and a bunch of others.
I'll be with the keeper. He stopped in the backfield.
No, that was Evans. 5. Evans, 5. Zach Evans, not Genowine. 5, not 3.
Number 72, Trevor Anthony.
That pushes them back to the 39. That's going to make 2nd and 12. Again. Coach Kleincamp getting the Montgomery, letting them eat the clock. 3, 2. They weren't set. Oh, he broke free. Anthony gets the sack.
Number 4 stopped in the backfield, but number 72, Trevor Anthony.
Zach Evans came clean on a blitz.
15.
Nelson avoided him, but Trevor Anthony cleaned up and got the sack. Loss of about 2 on the play.
Make some noise for Indian Hawks.
That's going to make it 3rd and 15. He's really open down there. 3rd and 15 for the Wildcats here. They've either done quick screens or they've done a motion there. 44 wasn't set.
Plays blown dead.
That's going to be a false start, yeah. Referees tell him you were rocking in your stance. That's partly on the Montgomery coaches' problems. They take so long on the play clock to get a play in, intentionally making the clock go down, but then the players have to hurry to get in their stance.
It's like 3rd and about
That's going to make it 3rd and 20 even.
20 for the Wildcats.
Quick moving quarter here. Seven on the play clock. Jiminy Christmas, he's wasting them wait that long. Nelson. Nice run. He got the first. I think that's Parrish.
Number 23 with the reception. several Indian Hawks.
21-yard gain on the quick pass to Parrish. Gosh, you got to tackle that kid. Right now, we look a little flat-footed. We're at the minute mark. I don't understand why the Montgomery's making them wait this long. Yeah, they don't want us to adjust, but you're at 8, 7. Let them get the delay. Delay. Ball snapped just in time. Nelson hit as he throws.
Number 4 pressured by Malik McPike. Ball falls incomplete. Second and 10 Wildcats.
I'll tell you what, if I'm the Indian Hawks right now, if they're taking this much time, I am bringing all sorts of blitzes up the middle because the line is not going to have time to get set and make their line call adjustments. So I am bringing everything up the gut and making them make a plays quick. Indian Hawks flew through. Nelson did a good job picking his way up there.
With the keeper. Down by number 56, Damian Walker.
Walker gets credit with the tackle, gain of about 8 there for Nelson. That should end the quarter. That will. Montgomery is just walking to the sideline. We're letting this, watching the clock run out here. There's 7 seconds left. There's less time on the game clock than the play clock. That'll end the quarter. 7-0 Montgomery. We'll be back on the Indian Sports Network bringing you Indian Folk football right after this.
Mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Still. All right, we're coming out here. Second quarter of action. First quarter sort of dominated by the Montgomery County Wildcats. They forced 2 turnovers and punched one in. They're up 7-0. Now they'll be going right to left on your screen. They have the ball. It's 3rd and short. Still going empty backfield. Parrish in motion. There's the toss.
Plays blown dead.
That had to be a false start. Yep.
False start on the offense. Bring up 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats.
Let's see what they do now on 3rd and 7. And they get the call in at the 9-second mark on the play clock. That's going to be another false start.
Penalty on the play.
False start.
Offense.
It's on the player, the penalty. I'm telling you what, the coaches are partly responsible for that. They're not getting the play in until the 8 or 9-second mark. And by the time it gets relayed in, they get set and down. They are hurrying. They're scrambling just to get set and want to play. Play in at the 10-second mark this time. Montgomery set up 3. There goes motion for Parrish. Nelson keeps it himself on the lead, gains about 3.
Four with the keeper. Brought down by number 56, Damian Walker. Some help from number 72, Trevor Anthony. That'll bring up 4th and 10 for the Wildcats.
Let's see what we got here. Oh my goodness, Montgomery's going in a hurry up here. Nelson has it, throws it deep for Hall. It's a jump ball. Hall jumps. He made the catch. Gosh, darn it.
Pass to number 5.
Wildcats Hall just out jumped our guy. Here. This way it won't be pulling on it. Well, that makes it 13-0 with the extra point to come. That's just a play, trust in your that's just a call and a play to trust your player to make a play. They just threw a jump ball for Hall. Nelson threw a pretty accurate ball for the jump ball, and Hall went and got it. There's the snap, kicks up. Nelson's kick is good. And it's 14-0, 11:19 to go in the second quarter. Wildcats in command here. This is Indian Hawk football on the Indian Sports Network.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Well, not a good start at all for the Indian Hawks here tonight, folks. They're down 14-0, and basically in all phases of the game, Montgomery's been dominating. Well, this doesn't look like an 0-3 team. Here's the kickoff coming up. Squiver down the middle. Well fielded. Good protection. I think that's
Covered by number 22, Eddie Bonstell.
Ed Bonstell with the coverage on that one. And the Indian Hawks will be in their
First and 10.
next drive, their fourth drive of the night, first of the second quarter, on about the 38-yard line. Base formation here, normal spread, double twins, Enkelman to the right, lead play. Yates pushes the ways forward.
Yates for the keeper, knocked down by number 8 for the Wildcats and number 2.
Gain of about 4 on the play for Yates.
About 5 on the play, 2nd and 5 Indian Hawks.
Base formation again. Normal spread. Got a wide spread over there on the left side. Ankerman all set to the right. Montgomery bringing pressure up the middle. Quick throw. Got a man down the sideline streaking. It's caught. It's going to be a touchdown.
Touchdown Indian Hawks.
That Kendall?
Blake Kendall with a catch.
Kendall just toasted his man down the right sideline. 57-yard pass. Beautiful strike there on stride by Yates. Nice job there, and the Indian Hawks are back in the game.
63-yard touchdown.
Pass of about 58 yards. That was a good throw by Yates. Hit him in stride, and he was just streaking down the left sideline. And the Indian Hawks get the big play, get back in the game. Read option, play action, and it's broken up by Hall. Hall's had a very active game so far. He's had a pick, touchdown reception, and then broke up the two-point play. That leaves it at 14-6 at the 10:28 mark of the second quarter. We're back in this one. Kickoff coming up. This is the Indian Sports Network bringing you Indian Hawk football.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And we're back. Staub and Hall back to receive for the Montgomery. Nice play there for the Indian Hawks on the score on the long streak down the left sideline. Beautiful throw by Yates. Onside kick attempt. It's not going to go far enough. Gosh darn it. It's got to go at least 10. Crap. I think Montgomery's just going to elect to take the ball where it's at. So they'll have the ball on plus territory here.
Wildcats will take over. Start their drive at the Indian Hawks 42.
Let's see if we've made any adjustments to their formation here. You know they're going to come out in an empty set. You know likely somebody from the trip side is going to be in motion. You know 36 is invariably going to be play side at the wing. Motion. There's the pass to Hall.
Number 5 of the reception, he's brought down by number 33, Dalton Struce. Gain of about 2 on that catch.
Short gain on the quick pass to Hall. Going to bring up about 2nd and 8. Got to tight in the formation now. Parrish with the run. Nelson with the power run. He's got room to run. Good blocking for him. Down the sideline he goes. He's going to score. Well, crap. 40-yard touchdown run for Aubrey Nelson. That's going to make it 20-6. And Montgomery again extends the score up to 2-score lead. This is somewhat reminiscent of a game 2 years ago here when the Indian Hawks and the Wildcats had one of the all-time high-scoring shootouts in Missouri high school history. I believe it ended up being 72-58 or something like that. It's no defense, all running.
Point after is good.
Extra point's good. That makes it 21-6. And the Wildcat offense is in gear right now. Indian Hawks have got to adjust, get something done, and they also need to score again. We'll be back. More football after these messages.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Well, Montgomery to kick off again. They're up 21-6 now. 15-point lead, their biggest of the night. We have not shown any ability to stop their offense whatsoever. Ball fielded there by Klopsic. Gets it on the one. He's got a seam. He may take it. Klopsic down the right sideline. We've got a shootout now. Klopsic is going to score. About 70 yards on the kick on the Klopsic cleanly fields a bouncing squibber. Takes it about 70 yards up the right sideline and scores off the kickoff return. And just like that, it's 21-12. This was a low-scoring defensive game at the end of the first quarter. We're not 3 minutes into the second, and we've got a shootout now. Both teams have scored 2 touchdowns already. Indian Hawks lining up to go for 2, as is their wont. Base spread formation. Enkelman all set right. There's the motion man. Looks like Evans. Read option. There's Evans on the flood route. Oh, they hit the underneath. Klopsic makes the catch there. 2-point conversion's good on the comeback. And the Indian Hawks make it 21-14 at the 9:31 mark. That a way to go, boys. We'll be back with more football right after this. This is the Indian Sports Network.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird looks showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
And we're back. Here's the kickoff. It's a squibber up the middle. They got it! Hey, fielded it! And the Indian Hawks recover the onside middle squib. And we get a turnover now. Now we're only -1 in the turnover category. A little early for the second quarter water break, but we're going to take it here at the 9:31 mark. We'll be back after these messages. The Indian Hawks have the momentum and the ball. This is Indian Hawk football on the Indian Sports Network.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Ellsbury Democrat. Log on to www.ellsburydemocrat.com today.
Okay, we're back. Let's see if we can mount another drive and get this game tied, or even see if we can get the lead here this drive. A touchdown, 2-point conversion will do it. Trips on the left side, Enkelman offset right. Montgomery looks to be in their normal 3-man line. Only about 2 or 3 linebackers. Yates with the keeper going backside. And he's pushed down after a game of about 12. First down, Indian Hawks.
Ball be placed on the Montgomery County 26-yard line.
Trips on the left side. Reed isolated here on the right. Gonna flow Reed. Just a power play there. Seen the guard pull. Solid game there for Yates. He's starting to rack up the running yards here tonight. Gain about 7, 8, 9. Wow, he got a lot farther than I thought he did. 9 yards on the play there for Yates. Trips on the left again. Reed isolated on the right side. Engelman offset right. Montgomery in a 3-3 defense here. Looks like they're playing man zero behind it, though. Hand off to Engelman. He takes it right up the gut. Huge hole. He got the first. Gain about 4 for Engelman. Maybe only 3, but still enough for a first down on second and 1. Good run there for Eli Engelman. First and 10 now for the Indian Hawks at the Wildcat 13. Same formation. Trips on the left, right, Reed on the right, Engelman in the backfield. Reed option, gives it back to him. He spins forward, gets about 4 or 5 on the carry. Nice job. We're seeing something up the gut that we like. Engelman's carried it 2 times in a row for good yardage. Gain about 5 on that one. Wildcat substituted defenders in there. We're staying in this base formation, going trips left, single right. Engelman in the backfield, Reed option again. Yates pulls it this time. He's got the corner. He fights in. Touchdown, Yates! Broke through the tackle. And we're 2-point conversion from the lead. It's now 20-21. And just like that, Indian Hawks are ready to take the lead. Talk about your back and forth game. Montgomery won up 14-0. It looked like they were going to just start dominating, crushing us. We hit a streak bomb. Montgomery answered back with a long run. 2-point pass. Klopsik. Oh, short, no good.
Pass intended for number 1, Matt Klopsik, falls incomplete. Score is now 20 Indian Hawks.
We're down 1 still. But, I mean, this first quarter's been action-packed and back and forth. Huh? Second quarter. This second quarter's been action-packed and back and forth. Nelson, after our streak bomb, Montgomery answered with Nelson's long run. We answered that with Klopsik's kick return on the squib. Then we recovered our onside kick. Had a nice drive there, powered by Yates running mostly. And Engelman chipped in a few power yards up the middle. Yates punched it in from about 8 yards out. And cut the lead now. It's 20-21. We've got ourselves a back-and-forth ball game going on here. Montgomery in a unique 4-4-1-2 formation. I think this is a hands team to guard against the iron side mostly. There's a deep angle kick. That's going to go out of bounds, though.
Kick goes out of bounds at the Montgomery County 20.
It'll be Montgomery ball at the 35. Let's see if we can stop that offense now. The Wildcats have had good success on the ground and in the air tonight. Well, they just had good success offensively, period. Unique style, waiting for the play clock to just dang near run out. Then run up to the line, get set and snap. Don't leave a lot of time for their own players to adjust to see what the defense is doing. Indian Hawks in the customary 3-4. Had a guy in the backfield this time. Ball passed to Parrish. Ball's loose on the ground. It's a fumble. It's a fight for it. Looks like the Indian Hawks have it. Indian Hawk came up with it. He caught the ball and was tackled. It's a fumble.
Passes and fumbled and recovered by the Indian Hawks. First and 10 Indian Hawks.
And the momentum is solidly with the Indian Hawks now. All the momentum is now in the Indian Hawks' hands. I tell you what, we haven't looked this way. They're going to roll coverage away from it. Kleinkamp is wanting an explanation over there. Don't know what I'm sure Kleinkamp's saying it was an incomplete pass, but Parrish caught the ball and was moving and had the ball knocked out of his hand. You hit him here. I'd say you send Reed on the streak. Reed's got plenty of speed. You've been ignoring his side for the whole game. Timeout, Wildcats. We'll take it with them. This is Indian Sports Network, bringing you Indian Hawk football. We'll be back right after this.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
And we're back. Indian Hawks line up, trips left, Reed on the right, Ankelman offset. There's the pass. It's going to be a power run there for Yates, and he's mauled by the Wildcat defense. This game's starting to turn emotional. Loss of about 2. Everybody in your conference is your rival, but Bowling Green and Montgomery are a little bit different, it seems like, here for Clopton-Ellsbury team. Oh, that's got to be encroachment. It is! Free 5 yards. Good hard count.
Encroachment defense. That'll be 2nd and 8 for the Indian Hawks.
Same formation. Montgomery looks like they're playing a little bit more off now. Montgomery's bringing 5 in the middle and leaving a spy there for Ankelman. Carry there by Yates. It looks like 36 Eoff. 38. There is no 38 on the roster. I'm going to say that's a 36. It's going to bring 3rd and long here, about 7 yards for the Indian Hawks. Well, they're in 4 down territory. I don't think you have to go get it now. Oh, goodness gracious. The post is wide open here for Reed. There it is. Oh, it's got to catch that. Good play call. I seen it from here. They've obviously seen it down there because they called it. Well, now it's 4th and 7. Big play in the game here. Indian Hawks going for it. It's 4th down and 7. Reed coming up to the isolation. Nope, they're double stacking it. Clarkson stacking in front of him. Double stacks. Ankelman to the right. Montgomery looks like they're going to bring pressure to the right side. Quick screen to Reed. Oh. He got shoved out of bounds.
Line of scrimmage. Wildcats will take
Turnover on down. Montgomery Wildcat defense holds. It'll be Wildcat ball coming out. They'll have it at about the 34 where their next drive begins here at the 6:26 mark of the second quarter. Play signaled in, empty backfield, up back to the right side. There's a tight on the play. Parrish goes in motion, fake the toss. There goes Nelson. Brought down by Genowine. Out of bounds at about the 46 of the Indian Hawks. Gain of about 20 on the play for Nelson on the ground. He's nearing 100 yards tonight. Let's see what time they get to play in here this time. Well, you know it's going to be trips on the right because there goes up. Where's the up back? The up back in the tight end are on. Oh, that almost looks like an unbalanced line. There's the quick throw. It goes to Parrish. He's stacked up. Brought down near the first down line.
Second and 1 for the Wildcats.
There's motion there. Toss. Indian Hawks have it. Can he bottle it up? Spin move. Fighting for positive yards. I think he got the first.
40-40 ball carrier.
That went to Bailey Sontag. He got the first down.
Corey Hoffman.
It'll be Wildcat ball at the 34. Timeout. Indian Hawks call timeout, get their defense set. We'll take it with them at the 5:12 mark. It's 21-20 Wildcats. We'll be back right after these messages if I can find the commercial machine. There it is.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game. The high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
All right, here's the situation. 1st and 10. Montgomery is driving. 5:12 to go. Both teams have 2 timeouts, so time is not an issue for them. They're up 21-20. It's been a back-and-forth game. The action has slowed here a little bit the last couple of minutes. Let me see if I can read their numbers. Are they going unbalanced with this line, or is it just the tight end and the wingback making it look like that? Yeah, they're going unbalanced. There was an extra lineman on the center's right, on the play side. Handoff.
Number 23 with the carry.
Handoff is to Parrish. Gain of about 5.
77, Chance Lucas. Second and 5, the Wildcats.
And Wildcats continue to delay. Play clock's at 10. 8. 6. They're going to have to call timeout. They're going to let the clock run down and call timeout. That's what they do. Timeout Wildcats. 4:30 to go here in the first. 2nd and 5 coming up. We'll take it with them. This is the Indian Sports Network bringing you Indian Hawk football.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
This is on. Tonight's camera woman is Emily Gray, and she is punching me in the gut as I speak. So, if my voice changes a little bit, it's because I'm being hit in the belly as I talk. Motion there. Oh, he was moving forward. That's got to be flagged. A little bit of mistiming there. Luke Yelton was moving forward on the motion.
Gain of 1 on the play, 3rd and 4 for the Wildcats.
Third down, about 4 or 5. Yeah, 4 to go for the Wildcats. Unbalanced line. He off to bounce it up. Spread formation. Nelson throws. Ball thrown to Miller. He gets tackled quickly.
Pass to Miller is complete. Tackled by number 13, Kyle Martin.
Martin brings him down.
4th and 2 for the
We're at the
Wildcats.
3:35 mark. Montgomery doesn't have a first down yet. It's going to be 4th and short. Wildcats looking to extend their lead here before half. Another vital play in the game. 4th down conversion coming up. Momentum has swung back and forth wildly in this game. Unbalanced line to the right. Trips. Motion. Nelson's going to just keep it. He tries to poke his way through. That looks like Anthony got him corralled, and the rest of the Indian Hawks are pushing him down. I think he's going to be short. Oh, they're giving him a good spot. I think he's still short. I think it's short.
Just short of a first down.
It's short by a good yard and a half. Indian Hawk football. 2:59 to go in the half. We've got 2 timeouts. We're going to have, is that the, jeez, I can't tell the angle here. At the 25. Angle I'm at, it's hard to tell yard lines on the far end of the field. Trips on the left side. ISO on the right. Hand off to Enkelman. He's got running room. Picks up maybe about 4.
Gain of about 3 on the play. Brought down by several Wildcats in the inside. 2nd and 7, Indian Hawks.
2nd and 6 for the Indian Hawks here. Time is a little bit of a factor from this distance. They're going trips on the left side again. Enkelman left. This has been the formation we've been going with for the majority of the second quarter. Three-step drop for Yates. Throwing deep left sideline. He's got a man again! Is that Kendall again? Look at him streak down the sideline. He's not going to get stopped. Touchdown!
Kendall with a big catch and carry.
Woohoo! Kendall with the 71-yarder. Yates hit him right in stride. '71-yard. Kendall is showing the Jets tonight. 71 yarders, and we have our first lead of the night. It's 26-21 Indian Hawks. Yates to keep it. He's got blockers in front of him. He's going to power in. That's going to be good. It is. It's now 28-21 Indian Hawks.
Score is now 28 Indian Hawks, 21 Wildcats.
We'll be back with the rest of the first half right after this. This is the Indian Sports Network bringing you Indian Hawk football.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, we're back. What a throw. Yates hit Kendall in stride. One, Kendall is streaking like he's on a 100-meter dash. And two, Yates hitting right in stride. And now for the first time tonight, Montgomery is facing a deficit. It's 28-21, 2:09 to go here in the second quarter. Montgomery is more of a take your time offense. Let's see if they can go a little bit of hurry up. I mean, their signaling system seems to take at least 15 seconds as far as I can tell.
First and 10 Wildcats from their own 25.
See if we can make any more adjustments here. Here's the snap. Nelson's looking to throw, hits at the Hall. Hall's got room to run. Wrapped up and corralled down. That's a Struss. Dalton Struss looked like with the tackle on that one. Struss. First down Wildcats, though, stop the clock. Wing trips on the left side here. Empty backfield for Nelson. Not everybody was set. Not everybody was on side. You don't rarely see the offensive offsides. 5-yard penalty. First and 15. Minute 54 to go. One of the receivers must have lined up wrong. Wing trips on the left side, empty backfield. Nelson under pressure, scrambles out of one, not the second one. Kendall with the sack. He's having a heck of a night. 2 long touchdown catches. He's over 100, well over 100 yards receiving. Heck, on his touchdown catches, he's got 129. Indian Hawks bringing more pressure. They're right in Nelson's face right away. He's got to bounce out. Gets away from one, gets away from the other. Hits Hall. Hall drops it. Oh. Good job by Nelson to scramble out of pressure. Hall couldn't corral the high pass. We have a minute 10 left. Third down here. Montgomery's got to face themselves a question here. It's third and long. Do they try to get the first down on here, then punt? Or do they run the clock and make us burn a timeout? Because we've shown we can score quickly. Empty backfield, trips on the left side with the wing. Nelson is under pressure. He's corralled. He's sacked. Was that Chewy? Chewy got a sack. Chewy Dugan with the sack on the pressure right up the gut.
Pressure on the quarterback by Matthew Dugan.
No one knows him as Matthew. Heck, I didn't realize it was Matthew until his mom said his name, and I didn't know who she was talking about. Punt formation for Montgomery. There's the kick. It's up. Nice kick. Nice kick. That was at the 29.
Down by Montgomery County.
It's going to be down at our 21. 50 yards on the punt. We have 53.2 to go and 2 timeouts. We're going to stay with you here because we're taking the field in a hurry, so probably don't have time for a commercial. See if we can tackle on a score here before half. It's 53.2 seconds to go. We're up 28-21. We were down a lot early. Montgomery had the early command. We're going into victory formation. I think we're just going to go into half. We're at the kneel twice. We take the first one. One more kneel down, and we'll be able to take it into halftime. It's going to go into half, 28-21. High scoring second quarter after a low ball scoring first. Low ball control first. Under 30 seconds to go. There's 15 on the play clock. 10 on the play clock. It's under 25. It's safe, Sean. 5. Yates goes under center, takes a knee, and that'll be the half. We just got to wait for the seconds to run off. It is 28-21 Indian Hawks. A first half comeback. We'll bring back after a little bit of second half action after a few commercials. This is the Indian Sports Network bringing you Indian Hawk football. It's 28-21 at the half. We'll be back after this.
At Ellsbury Pharmacy in Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Drum Major Grace Cook, is your band ready?
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Cook, is your band ready? remind everybody that we have 2 fundraisers going on at the south side of the stands. One is big cookies for 75 cents or 2 for $1. It's benefiting one of the Hoffman staff members that has cancer. Please go and show your support. FBLA lollipops, 75 cents a piece. South side of the stands. Tomorrow, September 9th, at Eolia Ballpark, first annual cornhole tournament. It's a fundraiser for the football team. Registration starts at 11 a.m. Tournament starts at noon. Cost is $40 a team. 2 players per team. Please show your support for your Indian Hawk football. Go out and have some fun. After the game tonight, 5th quarter at Family Resource Center. Pulled pork is the entree for tonight. All high school and junior high kids are welcome to come and enjoy it. There's games to play and a chance to talk and relax.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Committed to strengthening communities. True value of measured in wins or dollars. Sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
scores of interest. Van Far and Bowling Green are tied at 18. Half. Cool, fans, get on your feet for your Indian Hawks. Mark Twain 21, Rice City 20 at the half.
And we're back. Let's see here. It's 28-21. We're in the 3-minute stretch period. Let's go over a summary of the scoring here. First quarter, not a lot of action in the first quarter. Not a lot of action in the first quarter. Montgomery pretty much controlled the action. They slowed the pace down. They marched right down the field and scored on a Nelson running player in the first quarter. That was the only score, and they were up 7-0. Second quarter began with Montgomery in the ball in scoring range. They hit Tim Hall on a nice jump pass from about 20 yards out to make it 14-0. We answered back with a 58-yard long strike, one of two from Yates to Kendall. Just quick strike right down the sideline, hit him in motion, he flew down the sideline and scored. That made it 14-6. Montgomery responded. Nelson ran a touchdown up the left sideline for about 40 yards. That made it 21-6. The ensuing kickoff, Montgomery tried a squibber. Klopsic fielded it cleanly, went up the right sideline for 70 yards. That made it 20, and the two-point conversion to Klopsic was good, 21-14. After a stop, we went down the field. Yates scored on an 8-yard touchdown run after a hard-earned drive on the ground, made it 21-20. And then about a minute and a half before halftime, 3 minutes before halftime, after stopping Montgomery and following a 50-yard Montgomery punt, Sean Yates hit Blake Kendall on one of the most beautiful sideline throws you're ever going to see. And Kendall just sprinted down the sideline, outran the entire Montgomery defense for a 71-yard touchdown bomb that made, and the two-point conversion run was good. That made it 28-21, and that's where we stand right now. Didn't check scores around the conference at the halftime. It's too busy talking about the game with other people. But we'll get them to you during the second half as we get them coming in. Score right now is 28-21. And the kickoff is about to ensue.
Kicking for Indian Hawks, number 13, Kyle Martin.
There's the kickoff. It's a deep one, left sideline. Is it going to stay in bounds? No, it doesn't. It bounces out of bounds on the angle kick. Wildcat ball at the 35.
Ball went out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Montgomery will take over at their own 35.
Woohoo! Scores. Here's the first pass. Quick pass out to Hall. He's going down the sideline. And it's drugged down by the Indian Hawks after a gain of about 13.
Brought down by Dalton Struess and Kyle Martin.
Let's see here. Here's an updated conference score. Mark Twain 21, Wright City 20 at the half. Another conference score. This one's a big game. South Callaway 21, North Callaway 20 at the half. Paris goes into motion. Oh, we got him in the backfield. Loss of about 4. Slater is losing to MMA 21-20 late in the second quarter. Monroe City 46, Louisiana nothing late in the second quarter. See what Montgomery does on this play. St. Charles West 24, Winfield 14 at the half. Nelson corralled. Look by Trevor Anthony got him. The Frankenstein. He's been a little quiet tonight. I'll tell you what, Montgomery's done a good job neutralizing the terrible 2 linebackers for the Indian Hawks, Walker and Anthony. You didn't hear much from him in the first half. But Blake Kendall's had a big game, and Chewy got a sack tonight. Motion by Paris, a cross motion, read option. Nelson keeps it. Nice job by Strauss. Nice job by Strauss to read the read option. It comes flying across from his corner position. Loss of about 2. 4th and 8. Right at midfield. Let's see if Montgomery goes forward or punts. Francis Howell 31, Troy Buchanan nothing at the half. Centralia beating Brookfield 28-7 in CCC action. Nelson keeps it. Looks like Evans came through on the sack. Ball's loose. Either way, it's going to be a turnover on downs. Indian Hawk ball. That'll way to start the second half, boys. St. Charles 14, Warrenton 28. Indian Hawks first ball possession here. Trips on the left side option, look again. Enkelman's got an angle. Fights through a couple tackles, gain of about 4. South Shelby 6, Palmyra 23 at the half. Seen a lot of EMO conference scores here. Yates keeps the ball. Nice play there by a lineman. Eoff with the stop for a loss on Yates. He dove through the line. This last week's game? These are last week's games. Spin move by Yates. He's going to be near the first down.
He's brought down by number 54 for the 44 for the Wildcats. Result of that play is a first down for the Indian Hawks. First and 10 Indian Hawks from the Montgomery County 32.
Double twins look for the Indian Hawks. Read option, gives it to Ankelman. He's stopped for a short gain.
Stopped by several Wildcats. Short gain on the play. 2nd and 9.
Base spread look, Ankelman offset right. Three-step drop. There's Klopsic. Oh, just off target. It didn't look like Yates had his feet quite set on that one.
3rd and 9 for the Indian Hawks.
Nope, Centralia is going to be a bear this year. They're beating up on Brookfield. Ooh, that was close to being encroachment. 3rd down and long. Base formation here. Normal spread look. Yates looks to the sideline, takes the snap. Throws, got Klopsic on the post. A little bit long. That's going to be 4th down now. Well, we're in positive territory. You got to go for it here. Stack twins. 3-step drop. Yates is flushed. Oh, he's hit as he's thrown. How's that? They're going to say an incompletion. Incompletion. Turnover on downs either way.
Turnover on downs. Montgomery County will take over.
That's just a matter of a few yards is all that is. Montgomery ball either way. It's just 35 or 39. Well, the defenses have come to play so far here in the 3rd quarter. There's no score, 7 minutes to go. Both teams coming out flying and hitting hard. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. Well, we'll see how good you are. If you can film it accurately without watching it, that's skill. Up back on the right side, twins on the left. There's a back in the backfield. Read option. Dive option, actually. Nelson keeps it. Gain of about 7.
Damian Walker. Lucky gained about 7 on that play.
My
fist is the size of your head.
Pretty close. Empty backfield, Parrish in motion. False start. You can hear Coach Krager getting all flustered.
False start offense. 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats.
I don't think Scooty liked that very much. It's going to make it 2nd and 3 to 2nd and 8. Up back on the right side, Parrish goes in motion deep. Toss play. Parrish has it, picking his way up to the sideline. Getting close, has the 1st down, extends it out for an extra couple yards. Ball goes out of bounds. Gain of about 10 on the play for Colin Parrish.
Looks like 1st down for the Wildcats.
Oh. Up back to the left side now. There's the motion. Throw back against it. Indians are rallying well to the ball, but we got to make the tackle. Hall was able to fall for about an extra 3-4 yards on his dive. It's going to shut up a second and short. Looks like about 2. Twins look left side up, back right side. There's the motion back to the field by Parrish. Nelson keeps it, follows the up back. He's got room to run, and he's tackled after about a 15-yard gain. And that clock is rolling. We're under the 5-minute mark. Man, there's a lot of bugs right above us.
First and 10 for the Wildcats.
Look at them all. It's like a cloud. Bugs. Nasty crawly bugs. Yeah, I'm on air. There's the toss to Parrish off the snap. Well read by the defense. Who is that knifed in there? Kendall. He's having a nice game both sides of the ball. He came flying in there and knifed Parrish down for a 3-yard loss on the toss. We're under the 4-minute mark now in the third quarter. Still no score. It's 28-21. No score this quarter. It's 28-21 Indian Hawks. This has been more of a Montgomery-type quarter. They like it low scoring and fast moving. Nelson has the ball. He's got running room. He spins right away. Poor tackling effort there for Trevor Anthony, got to say. He just lunged his shoulder, didn't wrap him. He's got a wrap. Oh, and if you watch this later, show Trevor that and show him to wrap up. My gosh, that was pitiful. Logan, if you're watching out over at McKendree, get on your brother. I mean, Trevor just tried to torpedo there and didn't wrap his arms at all. Backfield, read option. Sontag has the ball and room to run. Tries to bounce it outside. He's finally brought down. That's Struess again. Struess having a nice game out of the corner. Under the 3-minute mark, Montgomery is eating clock.
First and 10 Wildcats.
Ten-second mark, got the play call in. They're lining up. Sontag goes into motion. Fake the toss. Nelson flips through the line. He's going to score. Aubrey Nelson takes it in from about 18 yards out for the touchdown. And with 2:27 to go in the third quarter, we're an extra point away from a tie ball game. Hall to hold, Nelson to kick. There's a snap, kick is up. It is good.
Kick is good. Score is now 28-28.
And we're all tied up at 28. We'll be back after these messages. This is the Indian Sports Network bringing you Indian Hawk football.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, Participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, we are back. Well, we're now knotted up at 28. Late here in the third quarter. Montgomery took about close to 6 minutes off the clock with that drive. Nelson's kickoff fielded about the 11. And Kendall is brought down after trying to hurdle. We'll see what if the Indian Hawks can muster up a score here and get that lead back.
First and 10 Indian Hawks from their own 26-yard line.
Yates with the keeper, breaking through. He's got the first down and more.
Knocked down by 53 for the Wildcats. Be a first down for the Indian Hawks.
Nice gain there for Yates. First and 10 Indian Hawks at about the 39. Stacked Twins. Anchorman offset to the right. Lead play, Yates with the ball. Gain about 4, maybe 5.
Gain of about
4.
3 on the play, bring up 2nd and 7 for the Indian Hawks.
Indian Hawks moving a little bit faster in their offensive sets than the Wildcats do. Stacked Twins again. Quick screen. Is that Klopsic with it? Looks like he's got the silent. He's going to go. It's going to be a touchdown. A 57-yard pass for a score.
Touchdown, Indian Hawks.
Hands the ball to the ref and celebrates with his teams. Klopsic with the second score of the night. First one on the offensive end. We regain the lead. It's now 34-28. And the team is all focused on the offensive end. They get down there, celebrate. Now they're immediately turning to Coach Scheiber for the offensive play call. We are hitting lightning bolts here tonight, folks. 3 pass plays for scores all over 50 yards. Yates has 183 yards just on its touchdown passes tonight. Reed goes into motion. Yates keeps the ball, tries to bounce it outside. He gets stuffed. 2-point conversion, no good. And the score remains 34-28 at the 1:22 mark in the third quarter. That-a-way, boys. We'll have a commercial break. We'll be back right after this.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
And we're back. There's the kickoff deep down the middle. Fielded by, looks like Miller. No, it's Hall. Hall's got the sideline. Hall's got one man to beat. Tries to cut back. Evans makes a good job making him cut back into the team, and he's eventually brought down. About 70 yards, about 60 yards on the return for Hall. Wildcat ball at the Indian Hawk 20. Good job there by Evans as the safety to make him turn back towards the team. Wouldn't let him get the sideline. 10 seconds on the play clock. Wildcats look like they've got some confusion. 6, 5. It's going to be timeout Montgomery. They didn't get the play in time. We'll be back right after this. This is Indian Sports Network bringing you Indian Hawk football.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, here's the game. Here's where we stand right now. We just retook the lead on the third plus 50-yard plus touchdown pass of the game. 57-yard on the bubble screen to Klopsic. Actually, it wasn't a bubble. It was more of a quick screen. Klopsic took it to the house. Make it 34-28. It's now 1:09 to go in the third. Montgomery just got the benefits of a Tim Hall 60. This is Tim, isn't it? Yeah, Tim Hall 60-yard kickoff return. He got corralled down at the 20-yard line, 21-yard line. And that's where Montgomery's about to take the first snap. They just burned the first time out of the half, with down by 6 late in the third. Nelson, snap, quick pass. Out to Parrish. He slips the tackle, rolls out of another one. He's going to lunge for the score. I think he's going to be just short, but it's going to be first and goal Wildcats. Trips on the right side. Nelson keeps it. Nobody touches him. He just walks right in. And at the 20.7 second sub mark of the third quarter, we are now tied at 34. Extra point to come. Well, we got ourselves a shootout officially now. Both teams reach into the 30s. Kick up, kick good, and the Wildcats regain the lead. 35-34. This is turning into a prize fight here. Both teams right. This is turning into a Rocky-style prize fight where the fighting isn't exactly pretty, but both teams are throwing haymakers against each other. Makes for some exciting action. Indian Hawks are getting ready to receive the kick. And the bug cloud above us is intensifying. We're right below the light standard here at Clopton, and there's a gigantic bug cloud above us by the lights. So for no reason at all, I cuss out. It's probably because a mosquito decided it was time to take a bite out of my neck. Here's the kick. Fielded by Kendall. He's out of bounds near the 30, about the 31. Stacked twins for the Indian Hawks. Ankelman offset to the right. Timeout Montgomery. We'll take it with them. That's their second of the half. This is Indian Sports Network. We'll be back right after this.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
There's the run by Yates. I think the Indian Hawks going to let the quarter run out. And that's the way the third quarter ends. Another exciting quarter of action here. It's 34-35 Wildcats. We got one quarter to go. This is Indian Hawk football on the Indian Sports Network.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually
see it
hard
again.
to reach in today's mega bank world. But here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, Indian Hawks have the ball now, starting the fourth quarter, second down and about 6. Yates with the keeper.
Yates with the carry. Stopped by several Wildcats. Third and about 3 for the Indian Hawks.
Third and short. Wildcats showing pressure. Stacked twins for the Indian Hawks. Check with me play. Yates hits Klopsic. Klopsic trying to reverse field. Oh, that just went nowhere.
Pass to number 2, Nate
Reed,
Reed.
oh sorry, Reed.
Backfield.
Loss of about 14 on the play on the screen pass. I don't know if that was a designed reverse field or what was going on there. We punt now. Yates drops back to punt formation. Kicks it. Nelson can't. Nice punt by Yates. Nice punt by Yates. 50-yarder. 25-25. 10:27 to go in the fourth. That's where the Wildcats will take over. They got a 1-point lead, and you know they're going to milk that clock. That doesn't make sense. No. Look what I told you to say. Look what you said.
Nelson with the carry. Gain of about
Totally misunderstood that.
5 on the play. Stopped by several Indian Hawks.
About 2nd and 4. Waving at me with the $400 oboe or clarinet. Clarinet. Quick pass. And corralled down just short.
Number 5 with the reception knocked out of bounds by number 25, Malik Pike.
Third by a yard. We're going to likely see Nelson on just a quick power. He's going under center here. No, that's just the up back. My bad. Sontag with the motion.
Flag on the play. Encroachment defense.
Encroachment on the Indian Hawks. That'll be a free first down for the Wildcats. They're milking about 2 minutes off the clock with each first down. Ugh. Clock not quite a factor yet, but Montgomery's fixing on making it one. Trips here on the right side. Nelson gets the ball, first down run. And he is pulled down by Anthony. The Frankenstein rips him down.
Number 72, Trevor Anthony with the tackle.
Uh-oh. Trevor not getting up quick. Something went wrong there on the landing. Hopefully it's just a stinger or something light. Oh, no. Well, we're going to go to commercial break while they work on Trevor, get him out of here, and we'll come back to you and tell you what the best we can what goes on here. Nope. Oh, they're getting him up real quick. Okay. Well, it's not that bad. Oh, thank goodness. And Frankenstein's got a little bit of hobble in his step, but he looks like he's okay. Thank goodness. And look at the forehead on him. He even looks like Frankenstein at this point. Oh, Ann will laugh at that. I don't even know if he's going to seek medical treatment right there. Maybe it was just a stinger. Stinger or a cramp or something like that. pointing at his back a little bit. Maybe he just got like a twinge. Looks like he's medically cleared to go back in. He's strapping on his helmet again, thank goodness. Maybe he just had the wind knocked out of him or something. Thank goodness. 8:26 to go. We're down 1. Montgomery's marching the ball. It looks like it's about 2nd and 7. We taking a mandatory water break here? I think so. We'll take a break with us. This is the Indian Sports Network. We'll be back right after this.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
All right, 2nd down, 7 to go. Montgomery has the ball. Clock should start on this. It doesn't. Okay. Montgomery set ready to go. Eoff set to the right. Sontag motions to the left. He's in the backfield. Handoff. He runs power behind Eoff. 10-yard gain for Sontag. And Montgomery continues to chew up ground and the clock. Trevor Anthony's back into the game. Let's see what we got here. Trips right. Indian Hawks look like they're matching up man. No drop there for Nelson. He gets it on gun. He's scrambling around now. Ball's loose up in the air. Tip, tip. Almost caught by Parrish. Almost caught by Hall on the tip. Falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down now. 10 to go. Ball just across midfield on the Indian Hawk 45. Still get a little chill out. Don't look that way. Don't look that way. Don't look that way. Don't look that way. Nelson with the keeper, goes left side, breaks one tackle, carrying all the people with him. Finally corralled down about a yard shy of the 1st down. He's in front of the little big guys. He's now the ball guy. Okay. Third and short for the Wildcats. Reed out, Kendall in. Kendall's only usually been in to fire a blitz off. He's had a couple big plays for losses tonight. Twins. Motion. First down again for the Wildcats. That's Staub with the carry. Another first down for Montgomery as they are efficiently moving the ball down the field. And Reed checks in. I think McPike came out. Indian Hawks need a defensive stand now. Eoff set up. Eoff the up back set up to the left side. There's a tight end on the right. Staub with the motion, read option. Nelson keeps. There's going to be a holding call or something in the middle of the line. Gain of about 8 yards on the run for Nelson, but it's likely coming back. Thought she was leaving. She leaving with... I thought she was riding the bus back, but apparently they're going to stay here, and I guess we'll take her. No. Holding call pushes the ball back to about the 37. There's a snap. Nelson, pump action, throws it deep, has a man. Oh, caught by Hall. That Hall. Looks like Hall. There's a Wildcat down on the left side. I didn't see it, but apparently there's a Wildcat with a blown tire here on the near sideline. I think it's just a cramp. Yeah, it's just a Sontag is cramping up. I think he'll be fine. Mitigated the Wildcat touchdown celebration, but they're now up 7 after the 30-yard touchdown pass from Nelson to Hall. I think Sontag might have been the long snapper because they're bringing in a new one. This might make the extra point a little interesting here. A cold long snapper. This is a very important extra point to make it from a 7 to an 8-point game. Kick is up. It's good. Perfect 6 for 6 on the night so far for Nelson. That makes the score 42-34. We need a touchdown and a 2 just to tie it. Indian Hawks are starting to get their backs against the wall here now. We'll be back after this commercial break with more action.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You know, that fuzz probably got up my nose. Wildcat sideline's getting all fired up now. Indian Hawks need to bear down and get with it. We've been in this situation actually a little bit worse before against Louisiana earlier this year, so we know we can come back. Apparently we got a trick kickoff play here because they're explaining to the referee exactly what they're going to do. That's always a giveaway sign that, hey, some trickery is coming. My guess is he just kicks it deep here. Yep. Kicked it deep, kicked it out of bounds, and the Indian Hawks take the ball at the 35. I think what Nelson was asking is how deep do I have to kick it to get him for him to get it at the 35? Because he kicked that straight over the 30-yard line. He's too good of a kicker to have just done that on accident. He kicked that straight over the 30-yard marker. .6:18 to go. We're down 8. We've been in this situation before. Week 1 against Louisiana. We can come back. Double stacks. Yates takes the snap. One step drop. Fires. Sideline. Oh.
Pass falls incomplete. Intended for number 13,
Martin couldn't quite get there. Play clock wasn't reset. There it goes. 2nd down and 10 now for the Indian Hawks. We need this. We're going with stacked twins look here. Anchorman offset to the right. Quick drop. Well overthrown there. That's going to make 3rd and long. You know, we're not in that big of a hurry. I'm surprised we didn't try running the ball a little bit. We have had success with it. Oh. 3rd and 10 now. This sets up a bad situation if we don't convert. We either punt it to Montgomery and give them a long field to burn a lot of clock, or we go for it and give them a short field to extend the lead out of reach. Yates with the keeper. Got about half of it. If you're going to call Yates keeper there, you're going for it on 4th down. You've already made up your 9. You're going for it on 4th down. Yates keeper gets about 5. Now, you know Montgomery's not going to be jumping the gun because we've been good at that. Montgomery going with a 3-3 look now here exclusively. Oh, my gosh, they almost jumped. 16 on the play clock. Basic spread. Yates 2-step drop. Hammered! Ooh. Now, I would call it a clean hit. Man, that was borderline helmet to helmet on the quarterback. Yates' deep throw goes incomplete. That was just a good, hard defensive hit there. But it was close. And I couldn't have faulted the referee for throwing the flag if he did. But that, oh. You really like seeing those kind of hits, but nowadays, the way to call football, you can understand if a referee threw a flag on that one. 5:28 to go. It's 34-42. We need a defense to stop badly now. Yates stood there in the face of that rush and tried to deliver it deep. His throw was just a little long, understandably, because he got blasted on that play. Now Montgomery, you know, is just going to chew up the time. You know, the clock isn't running now. You can go ahead and give him the play. Up back to the right side. There's a back in the backfield. Dive option. Nelson keeps it. He's got room to run on the left sideline. He's still going. Inside the 10. He barrels through. He's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 5. Oh, gosh. Aubrey Nelson getting close to 200 yards tonight. If not already over. 5:15 to go, 42-34. Oh, no. Now the Indian Hawks need to step up and just be big. This is where you fly around and take hammer shots hoping to pop the ball out. Up back near the middle of the line. Nelson behind center. This is gonna be a dive play here. They're not even hiding it. Nelson powers through, right behind the pull, untouched, and that extends the Wildcat lead back up to 2 scores. It's now 48-34 with the extra point to come at the 5:12 mark in the last quarter. Oh. Nelson to kick the extra point. It's good. Well, here's the situation for the Indian Hawks. We're down 2 scores. It's 49-34. We got 5:12 to go and all 3 of our timeouts. There's time. But everything has to just click just right for us at this point. We've shown an ability to score and score quickly, though. That's the one thing we got on our plus, but you know they're likely going to be playing off and not giving us that deep ball as easily. Ugh. Oh, no. All right. Klopsic is the deep man for the Indian Hawks. There's the kick. Well angled. Fielded by Bonstel. I think it's Bonstel. Down at about the 25. The Indian Hawk ball there. 5:09 to go. We got to go and score. We got to go and go quickly. We need scores. We got an orange, nearly full moon out tonight. I think the moon was full Wednesday night. It's very low on the southeastern horizon here at Clopton. Just coming above the tree line now. Two-step drop for Yates. Fires up. Up for grabs. Tip ball. He's looking for Kendall, and the Wildcats know it. They had him double-teamed. Bracket coverage there. 5:03 to go now. Second down and 10. Second starting to become precious to the Indian Hawks. Quick screen out to Evans. Gets a block from Kendall. Takes on one tackler. Knocked down by another. Gain of about 8 for Evans. Third down and short now for Clopton Ellsbury. Yates with the keeper. Oh, no, I think he's short. It's going to set up fourth down. Only got a yard. Good collapse in by the defensive line for Wildcats there. Closed down the gap. Only allowed him a yard. We're going to be short by about a half yard. Fourth and for the Indian Hawks. Is an official distance. Empty backfield. Enkelman spreading out. They're going to bring 6. Yates finds room. He got it. That's first. Got the yard and a half needed. Five wide again for the Indian Hawks. Enkelman spread out. Trips here on the left side. Quick bubble. Klopsic has it. Can't quite shake Sontag. Loss of a couple. Second and 12 coming up. Under 4. Timeout Indian Hawks. We'll take it with them. That's their first of the half. We need a comeback. It's down. We're down 15. This is Indian Hawks football on the Indian Sports Network.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
All right, we got second and 12. 3:29 to go. We're down 2 scores. We've got 2 timeouts left now. We need to start getting some verticality going in our offensive game here. Quick screen. Kendall, oh, couldn't catch it. They're going to call it incomplete. It's going to set up 3rd and 12. Oh, they had it set well. It was blocked well. Kendall was going to have a one-on-one 5 yards downfield. If he break that, he's going to go. Oh. Oh, that could have scored on that one. It was set up well. It was set up well, and Evans was blocking it well. Oh, it was going to be a one-on-one. He breaks that tackle, it was going to be a score. Quick cut into Evans. Catches it. He's rumbling like a giant tight end, Mark Bavaro-Steyer down the middle. Gain of 15 for Evans. Puts it right at the, just shy. They gave him a mark at the 49. First down, clock stops to set the change. Change of set, clock starting to roll again. Quick drop. Yates fires. Hits it to Kendall. Nelson wraps him up, throws him down. First down. Clock stops. Nelson wrapped him up and flung him down. Gain of about 12 on the play for Kendall. He's got to be close to 200 yards receiving tonight. Yates has got to be well over 300, I guess. Stop, throw back. Caught, breaks the tackle, breaks another. Brought down there. His hitting's getting hard. Martin brings it down. Did he get another first? Did he get another first? He's going to be short. The clock's going to keep rolling. Indian Hawks are getting set. Ball the Stack Twins. No drop. Bubble to Kendall. Oh, he can't hold it. Incomplete. That'll stop the clock at the 2:22 mark. Set up a 3rd and 1. We're at the point now where we can't even consider kicking it deep. We have to onside if we get a score here. First things first, score here. Not only do we have to score here, we have to score here and get a 2 because we're down 15. We don't kick, so we got to get 2 twos. Oh no, Yates is sacked. I think that might have been a design keeper there, and Yates just got brought down. Timeout was called, but by who? I think they're the Indian Hawks. We'll take it with them. This is the Indian Sports Network.
Ooh, hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Well, now we got a 4th down where Yates got brought down. It's either 4 or 5 depending on what the spot angles are. Hard to see. Looks a little closer to 4. Trips on the left, ankle went offset right, roll to the solo, caught, I think that's Klopsic, corralled down, gain of about 7, first down Indian Hawks. All right, that's the main thing. We got the first down, we keep the ball. Clock's going to stop on the first down. We got to be up on the ball, ready to go. Ball's marked down, ready for play. That's going to start the clock. Let's get up there. Indian Hawks aren't wasting much time. They're up there. Trips on the left, Engelman to the right. There's the step. And Yates has tried to run a keeper. The Montgomery D-line is just starting to collapse on the run there. Flag on the play. Came from way in the back. What are you doing? See if we get an indication on the flag. Flag's still laying back there. A personal foul has been called. Might have been something said, because I didn't actually see any action. That's going to be 15 yards, so that's going to take 2nd and 11 to 2nd and 26. You just can't do that. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was about, but what came from a difficult situation now this is darn near what was a difficult, bad situation just got monumentally worse. You just can't do that. Gosh darn it. 2nd and 26. Stacked Twins. Not only does it 2nd 26, we need to score. There's under 2 to go now. I think the clock's going to start on the ready for play. I don't think it's a stoppage penalty. Do well like in other weeks. You should have lost this one. See you, Scoot. There's the pass. It's caught by Kendall. Kendall's got room to run. He's corralled down. That's oh. They're going to call Staub with the roughing flag on that. I don't like those. It's going to benefit us. It's going to be half the distance. Staub was doing what he could to bring him down. I don't like those flags, but that one's going to benefit us. It's going to be half the distance. That's going to be a roughing flag, half the distance. It'll be 1st and goal inside the 10 for us. I don't like those. I didn't see anything wrong with that. He was trying to bring him down. He was. But, yeah. Football's supposed to be a violent contact game. They called the personal foul. By the letter of the book, the way it is, that was the correct call. I don't like it, even though it does benefit us. 1st and goal us. Minute 39. Trips on the left. ISO on the right. If they were going to call anyone like that, they would have called the hit on Yates earlier where they smacked his helmet. Throws it up. Well, that might have been pass interference on the back there. I think Nelson had his hand on his back. Minute 34 to go. Oh, we got to score. We got to score and we got to get a 2 because we got to get 2 2s because we don't kick and we're down 15. So we got to score and get a 2.
2nd and goal, Indian Hawks.
Trips on the left. Klopsic isolated right. That's way too much space. What are you going to do with that space? Ball got deflected. Going to bring up 3rd down. Running out of downs, running out of time. Oh, Yates has thrown the ball a lot tonight. I mean, we barely ran here in the 2nd half. Trips on the left. Open field and Klopsic on the right. They're trying to hit him with the in-cut slant. Ball's too high. Minute 27. They are goading us into this pass. They want this pass. They want this pass. They trust their man to beat Klopsic on this play. They are giving us this play for a reason. Even if Klopsic gets the man, Nelson's going to come through him. They'll take the penalty for any kind of pass interference or roughing, and Nelson's going to do everything he can to make sure it's not caught. We've got to do something different. Motion. We're leaving it open again. Oh, they're bringing a guy. Sontag's there. There it is again. Nelson breaks it up again. Flag is thrown. That going to be interference? Are they going to call the interference? They call a personal foul. What did he call there? Personal foul by. Did he call one against Ellsbury too? Now, is it a personal foul, Wildcats, and first down, or is it a personal foul? It's a personal foul. What was called? Okay, there's a minute 22 to go. We've got a time. Okay, personal foul is after the play. So it's half the distance after the play, so that's 4-yard penalty. I guess if we send the jailhouse, we can get a safety here. Wildcats ball. I think we've got only one timeout left. 25-25. We can't. If they get any yardage forward, we can't stop them. They can kneel on it if they get any yardage forward on first down. We have to make sure they lose yardage this drive, so that way they can't. We have to make sure they lose yardage this play, that way they can't kneel on it. If they lose yardage this play, they can't kneel on it. They have to gain yardage this play. That's the one thing the penalty does. They can't kneel on it, or else it's a safety. And they risk some sort of miracle. So watch for a sneak here. Nope. Yep. Plunging sneak. Nelson gets yardage. And that'll do it. We can stop the ball here. We can't stop the next two. And the odds are the clock will run out the next two. Well, we're going to fall in defeat here tonight. It's 34-49. We may tack on a safety here on the last play, but it's not going to make a difference in the outcome. Next week, I believe, is the homecoming week here. We play North Callaway. September 15th seems an awfully early date for that. We start the football season too early now. That's just so we can get the championship game in Thanksgiving. Next week we play Callaway. Last I seen, they were down by 1 at halftime to South Callaway, which that's a prime conference battle there. So North Callaway is going to be no picnic. If the score stays what it is here, we'll fall to 2-2, 0-2 in conference. Montgomery go to 1-3, 1-1 in conference, I believe. Depending on how quickly the referees want to spot the ball, they can just kneel on it now. Looks like they're in victory formation. They take timeout. We'll take it with them. This is the Indian Hawk football on the Indian Sports Network.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
The value of my life is going down. We're losing. I don't like losing. I know. Yeah. Everybody who listens to this knows I'm an idiot. They probably won't dispute that one bit. And we're back. Here's the motion. Encroachment Indian Hawks.
Flag on the plate. Encroachment Indian Hawks.
You know that can be picked up on the mic, right? That's fine. Jumbo formation run. Plowing forward. Tackled in the field of play. The Wildcats pick up a first down. That's definitely going to do it. Now we have no way of stopping the clock. And when they have enough downs to just kneel out. Montgomery just huddling around waiting for the clock to get down. They're going to go in victory formation here. We're under a minute of game clock to go. Final score is going to end up being 34-49. There's a snap at the 6 on the play clock. One more snap, and that ought to do it. We'll have the People's Bank and Trust postgame show after the game here. This sucks. We're down 49-34. That'll be the final. We're going to lose to Montgomery. Next week, North Callaway Thunderbirds come to town. Then we go on the road for 2 weeks at Van Far, then at Wright City. I think the Wright City game's supposed to be on a Saturday.
The game, 34 Indian Hawks, 49 Wildcats.
And that's the ball game.
Remind everybody.
Now it's official, 34-49. We will have some commercials, then bring you the postgame show. This is the Indian Sports Network.
Lots of activities that night.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, this is Bob Gray bringing you the People's Bank and Trust postgame show. Oh, we'll start off with our offense and defensive players of the game. Offensive player of the game today will be Sean Yates. He had 3 touchdown passes and a touchdown run. Had to have over 300 yards. All 3 of his touchdown passes went over 50 yards. He had a 58-yarder to Kendall and a 71-yarder to Kendall. That's about as beautiful of a streak play as you're going to see. And then hit a Klopsic on a 54-yard screen pass and ran one in from about 8 yards out. Sean Yates is our offensive player of the game. Defensive player of the game is Blake Kendall. Had several tackles for loss tonight. Could have been your offensive player of the game because he had to have over 200 yards receiving with all his deep catches he had tonight. Blake Kendall's your defensive player of the game, and a special nod to Klopsic for his special teams player of the game. Returned to kickoff 70 yards for a touchdown. We'll be back with more post-game show after this. This is Bob Gray on the Indian Sports Network bringing you People's Bank and Trust post-game show.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
And we're back with the People's Bank and Trust post-game show. We'll try to get you some scores from around the area and get you the schedule. Next week, as a reminder again, we are playing, oh my gosh, Mound City put up 80. We are playing North Callaway here for homecoming. Thunderbirds look to be a good team this year. Not finding any scores from the area. After that, we actually go on the road. Bowling Green 31, Van Far 25. That one's in the third quarter. That's a tight one. South Callaway 21, North Callaway 20. That one's heading into the fourth. See if we can find some more scores. Monroe City 60, Louisiana nothing. That's a final. Oh, yeah, let's see here. Winfield is closed the gap a little bit on St. Charles West. They're still down 31-22, late third. Remember, if you're somewhere else watching the game live and I hear my score, I'm reading them as I can get them. Centralia 48, Brookfield 7. Warrenton beat St. Charles pretty bad. Well, I don't see. South Shelby lost to Palmyra 37-6. I think that's all the recent scores. We'll take a couple more commercial breaks, then wrap up the show. This is the People's Bank and Trust postgame show on the Indian Sports Network.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world. But here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay. Again, final score 34-49. I think we'll bring you a softball tournament tomorrow. I don't know who's doing the announcing. I'll be back next week for the football game here against North Callaway. We'll be on air a little bit before 7. It's homecoming. Hope to see you then. Hope for a better result. Well, we've fallen to 2-2 now. 0-2 in conference. We'll be back next week. This is Bob Gray signing off for Emily Gray. We'll be back after this. Good night.